How rich do you need to be to fly private? Few people on Earth own a private jet. Some people can afford to fly private without owning a jet. The private jet industry is enjoying its share of the new money that COVID-19 brought. Demand for private jets via purchase or rent increased greatly during the pandemic as travelers wanted to enjoy over-the-top vacation getaways and sought alternatives to the crowds and mass cancellations of commercial flights. So, what should be your net worth to buy or rent a private jet to a lovely island or get to a city comfortably? The truth is, you don't have to be a billionaire to fly private. In today's video, we'll learn more about how rich you need to be to fly private, what it's like to fly private. To begin, subscribe to our channel and click the bell symbol to receive notifications of new videos, and don't forget to thumbs up this video. Let's get this private flight party started. Don't confuse the ability to fly private with the ability to own a private jet. They aren't on the same level at all. You would have seen people cruising around in private jets in movies. Tony Stark in the Iron Man franchise, or Raymond Reddington in The Blacklist. That feeling isn't really far from the experience of flying private. Also, first-class flights don't come close to flying private, though they both require a great deal of money to access. Some celebrities own private jets. Tom Cruise has a Gulfstream G4. The famous Rush Hour actor Jackie Chan has 2 private jets for his trips. Kylie Jenner, the former president of the United States Donald Trump, Bill Gates, and John Travolta also have private jets. You can rent a private jet via a charter company. Some charter companies have their aircraft, while others rent the aircraft. You are paying for the whole jet so you can customize your flight to fit your schedule. You can schedule your flights as early as months or as late as a few hours before departure. This way, you have more time to plan if you know when you'll need to travel, or book a flight for the same day in emergencies. In some cases, you can book a flight with passengers on the way to a destination, but not on return journey. This may not sound totally private, but you will know about its benefits soon. Enjoying this kind of flight is quite possible if you let your operator or broker know about your wants. As comfortable as flying private is, you'll need to tell your charter company or your flying crew ahead of your departure time. Private flights need time to prepare. Few people who own private jets tell their crew that they should prepare the plane for a flight to the Caribbean islands to avoid hiccups on a particular date. Flying private gives you an incredible experience that you won't enjoy anywhere, not even on a first-class flight. A first-class flight still falls under commercial flights, and you need to get a ticket in advance. This is not the same as flying private. You don't need a ticket to fly private. You'll get an email itinerary when you book your flight with a charter company. This itinerary usually contains important information about the flight crew and pilot. Easy peasy. You rarely see top celebrities like Nicki Minaj, Novak Djokovic, Drake, Tom Cruise, and so many others in commercial flights. You start wondering if they teleport to their locations or don't travel at all. They do travel via private flights. Yes, that's what private flights offer you. It's called private for a reason. You can book a private flight with your family or coworkers or friends and enjoy some bustling flight experience with people you know. You will be saved from a talkative stranger or a smelly one. On commercial flights, you don't have control over the food they offer you. If you are on a diet and you are really hungry, you may have to manage what they offer you. If you want to fly and you are on a special diet, you can just fly private. When you book a private flight, it's possible to order a menu that is to your liking. Eating something you enjoy and pose risks to your health will make the trip more pleasant. You won't enjoy this privilege on a first-class flight. Athletes are one of the top people that fly private. They fly private to keep their bodies in good shape. They escape delays in boarding a commercial flight. They also get diets that are compatible with their style of diet as an athlete while flying private. Going on your honeymoon can put you in an excited mood. You can get a private jet and have access to technology and entertainment systems. You and your partner can enjoy some music or romantic movies all while flying private to a lovely island to enjoy some lovey-dovey moments. Corporate and business travelers love flying privately. This is why you see CEOs in private jets. flying private gives them time and space to conduct some business while in the air or to accommodate their busy schedules. In some cases, private jets allow goods and services to be transported between companies and their customers. How rich do you need to be to fly private? True, flying private isn't cheap. It is more expensive than flying at a first-class level. There are 4 options for you to fly private. You can buy a private jet, buy fractional ownership in a private jet, or pay for a fixed number of flight hours upfront, and the last option is to charter a private jet. You should be at least $10 million rich if you ever want to consider buying a private jet. With $10 million, you should be able to buy a small Citation jet. Remember that buying a private jet is the basic step in flying private. You still need to cough out some thousands of dollars for its maintenance. Jets use gas and oil. An average small plane fuel burn rate is 5 to 10 gallons per hour. As the world economy will have it, aviation fuel is more expensive than automobile fuel. You will need to pay landing fees at every airport where you land. Mind you, the fees vary by airport and usually depend on the size and weight of the aircraft. You will also need to pay your flight crews. Hangar rental and aircraft insurance are part of the expenses of owning a private jet. With $320,000 and more, you can buy fractional ownership of a private jet. The cost can easily go up to around $1 million depending on the cost of the jet. With the third option, you usually pay for a fixed number of hours a year up front. The amount of hours you can purchase depends on you. And if you don't use your allotted hours within a calendar year, you usually get to roll over a certain number of hours. Chartering a private jet can cost between $1,300 to $13,000. You can pay by the hour, you can buy up to 50 hours a year in flight time. Chartering a private jet is the most popular cost option. Some private jet charters have established set flight routes to certain cities. Suppose you want to charter a turboprop or smaller jet plane, which usually has 4 to 6 passenger seats. In that case, you can expect to pay between $1,300 and $3,000 per flying hour. Though flying in this type of plane is quite uncomfortable as they are quite loud and not fanciful. Citation jets aren't spacious, and if all the seats are filled with people, they may have to face each other, though it will serve the purpose of flying privately. If you can afford $4,000 to $8,000 per flight hour, you can get a mid-size jet that can seat up to 9 passengers. If you were to fly for about 4 hours, you would be paying about $48,000 to and fro with your clique or coworkers. The most glamorous private flight can be done on a larger flight that can seat up to 18 people. You can expect to pay between $8,600 and $13,000 per flying hour to enjoy this option. The rule is simple: more money, more luxury. There is a trick to flying privately if you plan on going to a resort destination. You can plan with some of your friends and use that chance for a get-together event. This way, you won't pay all the money. Each of your friends will pay their part, and you will have some cash to do some parties at your preferred location. This trick also works for family members and coworkers. Another trick is to book a private flight with passengers one way, but they won't be on the return flight. This way, there will be joint payment with other passengers, and you pay fully for the return flight. That's all for now. Let us know what you think about flying private in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates and fresh stuff. Like always, see you soon.